so much fun today. Do you want to go help me unpack your stuff?
Mama.
What's that?
Help.
You want to help? Come on.
Printer's low on ink.
Here, I'll change it. How much papers do you have to print out?
3.
You're fine. Just do it. Let's go and unpack your suitcase. Why? Why? Because we came home from a little vacation. Now we have to unpack. Come on. Come on. Do you want me to do it? Okay. Do you want me to do it? Bye. Bye. How? Yeah, I know. He's like all been like, okay. Coco, come here.
Mom.
Has to be somebody you know, Elsie.
Mommy. It's my Coco.
You're Coco.
Mommy, no.
Mommy, no.
Mine.
Okay, you're Coco. I'm sorry.
Daddy, no.
I'm sorry. Wait, do I have...
Cameron Day is printing very...
That's his
important
puppy
stuff.
mom. I know.
Come here, boy.
Whoopsie.
We don't tell Daddy no. Come here.
No.
This little morning, Tina. How are you?
The hell is printing? Because that's not what I printed.
Oh, there probably is some stuff that is printing of mine.
No. No.
Oh, that is mine. That is mine. Do it again?
You wanted to talk to me, so I'm here. Yes, I think you and I need to have a discussion. I think there's a lot of things that you need to understand. And I'm willing to talk to you. I don't want to do it on live, and if you can respect it, I rather just have... I don't want to do this on live because of... And Karen, this is not... Listen, I'm getting cyberbullied. I'm getting cyber stalked. There's a lot that's going on here, but I am willing to have a civil conversation with you and explaining what's really going on. I'm not here for clout. I'm not here for drama. I'm not here. I'm here for something, and it's something completely different. So if you would like to speak to me, I'm more than happy to talk to you. but I'm not doing it on this app where people can actually hear and see everything. These people are crazy and they're stalking, and no. No. It's about documentation. Okay, here's the reason why. And Karen, let me just talk to you for a quick second. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I will say this on live, okay? I will. So what's going to happen is that I have showed documentation because, one, I was forced to, because everyone said, you're a liar, Gabi, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. I didn't want to show anything, okay? I didn't want to. But I felt like I had to because everyone was coming after me, making all these lies and editing on these videos and clipping just the parts that make it look like it's something that it's not, and that's the truth. So even though I know the truth, what they do is they say, okay, so for example, I could show this documentation. They're saying that I forged it. They are saying that you weren't forced, you felt forced. Okay, I felt forced. Okay, correct. Okay, I didn't want to have to show all of these. And even if and even though that I did, Ann Karen, they even said that I falsified the records, that I'm the one that created that. So it doesn't matter if I show the records. It doesn't matter what I do. There's so much. No, I didn't falsify the record.
Can you hear me, Gabi, okay?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
I'm driving. You guys, honest to God, y'all don't have to like Gabi. That's fine. Yes, we all have made mistakes. I don't agree with everything she's done. I don't agree with her life. But when it comes down to falsifying paperwork for her son to be on disability, that is impossible to do. She would have already been put in jail for that. For one, when you have a child with autism, they can change. For example, they can start out being nonverbal. Hopefully, the goal is in life is to make them not nonverbal one day. So every year or every 3 years, the government makes you redo the papers, meaning you have to be reassessed, etc. I know how it works.
And you're
I
right.
work in the medical field.
No, you're right.
It's impossible. It's impossible to do this, you guys.
I would have been already in jail.
Yeah, like that. She would have been in jail instantly for some shit like that. She would have never got approved for it, to be honest with you.
Nope. Because you cannot screw the government. You cannot falsify records because they will find out. And Karen, I have had to show records to Social Security.
Okay, so okay, all right. So let's take a step back. And Nicole, I don't know who you are. I really don't. I appreciate you coming up, but I really want to talk to Gabi.
Go ahead, honey.
First and foremost, and you can, people lie to the government all the time, right? People don't pay taxes, people don't report claims of money and things like that. So let's not sit here and say that you can't lie to the government. It happens all the time, right?
Yes,
That's why we have the feds and they get involved in all of that, right?
Right.
So let's take that off the table. The issue is that when people are reporting to me, Gabi, and really, Nicole, you don't need to be up here because you're answering as if you're Gabi.
No, she can stay up here. I can speak for myself.
Okay. And can you mute, Nicole? It's because you got
Yeah.
feedback.
I just didn't want you thinking I'm sitting there saying you can't lie to the government because that's not what I was saying.
No,
So
okay,
that's why I was
gotcha,
saying that. So,
gotcha. So my question for you, Gabby, is why do you want to prove so badly that your son has autism?
I don't really talk about it so much.
Mhm.
People just so what happens in Karen is that people have done this for 4 years and I don't really talk about it. I just do me. I don't say my son has autism. My son has autism. I prove it because people are bringing more people and they're showing people that like you and other people and that and it's not stopping.
Mhm.
To me, I will say something if like you got involved or if people got involved and they're coming in my chat and they're saying, well, you hurt the community, you lied, and that's where that goes into play. I'm just me. I'm just here. I'm just doing.
But
I'm
there's
not.
but you know, when you put your life on TikTok, right? You put your life on TikTok, people are going to make comments. One of the things that people brought to me is that you had took a picture of your son, and you sent a picture where his genitals were shown to somebody on TikTok because he had a rash, and this is someone that you did not know.
I
That's so
did.
okay. And if you did know them, okay, are they a medical professional?
It was a mom to a mom. I worked with her. I was scared. I was a first time mom. It was something that my family was sleeping. I was scared. I didn't really know what to do, and I knew her. And
Is her part was her partner or is her partner on the sex offender list?
no, no.
So where are people getting that he was an offender?
I don't know if somebody sent it to somebody else, but I sent this to a mother of a mother off TikTok
Mhm.
just for advice.
So somebody else got the picture of him.
Yeah.
But do you find that a little odd though?
Yes, I do.
That you sent it. So how well did you know this woman? Because how did somebody get this picture?
Years. And
Okay.
I already talked to the police about it and told them what I did. And they
Uh-huh.
said if it was for that purpose, which it was, I that's fine because it was a mom to a mom, and I was scared, and I've said that 100% times over and over again.
And I'm not denying that you were scared or concerned about it, but the fact that the photo ended up in the hands of somebody
Yes.
that so how did that happen? And do you still talk to this woman?
No, not for about 4 years ago. That was it.
Uh-huh. And did she say how the photo got to this person?
Nope. I just handed it to the police.
Mm-hmm. And what was the outcome of that?
It's on record.
I know you say it's on record, but what was the outcome? Did they arrest anyone? Was anybody charged with anything?
I can't speak about that.
Why not? Is it an open investigation?
I can't speak about that.
But why not? If it's not an open investigation, it's closed. Why can't you speak on it?
And Karen, I can't say anything on here.
Okay. So another thing that triggers a lot of people about you is that they say that you faked a miscarriage.
Okay, I will.
Can you talk about that?
Yes, I can. So I have adenomyosis and endometriosis.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a month of this. We're trying to have a baby. Okay. It's very, very hard. But there was this month where I had a lot of abnormal discharge. A lot of things were happening to me, and so it was a lot. And so I had a positive pregnancy test. I was even talking to an OBGYN nurse. I was like, what's going on? I was sending her stuff. It was just off the app, just to kind of like, hey, what's going on? I've talked to my OBGYN. So something happened. There was things coming out that was not normal. I went to the hospital. He told me that I was having a chemical pregnancy. I then went to my OBGYN and then she confirmed it.
Okay. Why do people think you lied about that?
I don't know. I have documentation.
That says that you had that it was a chemical pregnancy?
Yes.
Okay. So and you showed this documentation.
I did.
Okay. I don't
And they said that I was the one that wrote it. They said that I falsified my own records. That's why, Aunt Karen, I won't show anything because that's what they say. They won't believe me. Even with my endometriosis and adenomyosis, I've showed that so many times. I've showed, and like I don't want to. I don't want to, Aunt Karen. I don't want to.
And I understand that, and I guess for me is I just like to see what they're saying you're falsified. I don't need to see any medical diagnosis or anything. I just would like to see like what did they say you falsified.
Do you have Snapchat?
I do not. I have Instagram. Okay, I have Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, I'll send to you what I sent to them on here.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just want to understand why that seems to be the case, that when you say things that a lot of people seem to believe that you're lying.
Yes, I will show it to you right now. I'll get off and we can talk about it.
No. I mean, I want to have the conversation.
My phone's gonna die right now. I gotta go charge it. Hold on. Hey, are you okay for a second? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi, baby. Hi, hon. Hang on, honey. Hold on. Hi, sweetheart. Okay. All right. Yes, honey. Okay, mommy's gonna go talk to somebody, okay? I'll be right back, Cam. I'll be right back.
Is your husband watching Cam then?
Yes, he's fine. Hey, go by daddy. Go by daddy. Go by daddy.
Well, hold on now. If your son wants you, I rather him have his mom. I don't want him to not get the attention he needs.
So then, can we do this later then?
Absolutely.
Message me on Facebook.
Okay. All right.